Hey everyone, welcome to another walkthrough video of Excel Wonders. We're going to look at a tool called Team Roadmap Template, and this is a really fantastic tool for anyone who leads an organization, a department, or a team and wants to map out the most important things that you want to do in a year. You want to allocate each one of them to specific team members and then track over time the accomplishment of the tasks or milestones that are important for that specific or for each specific strategic initiative. I know it's a lot, but it will be a lot clearer once I show you the team roadmap. But when you open the file, you should see this page here, which is called Overview or Start, which essentially contains two things. First is a level of instructions. It's a set of instructions for example, when you want to add a new strategic initiative, when you want to add a new milestone or delete. But if you're watching this video, I will go through all of these more visually, so I highly recommend you watch the video. The second thing is you can define the starting year. This is actually really important because in the team roadmap, you will see different months, and depending on the year you select here, you will see the month and the year. So you can select from this list here, and right now I have set for 2024. Now let's look at the team roadmap. This is where you're going to spend the majority of the time. And as you can see, you have different rows here. So you have for strategic initiative 1, 2, and 3, and you can add new ones, and I'll show you how in a second. But let me go through the columns first. So the first column is the name of the strategic initiative. The second column is a description. What is the vision or description of that specific strategic initiative? You also have a section here for KPIs or targets where you can add the name of the KPI and you can add, for example, a target, let's say 5%. And then the fourth column is the owner, which contains the first name, last name, and role. And you can even change this picture here. So for example, if I want to change this picture, I will go here, I will unbreak, and then I can go, for example, here on shape fill, picture, and then I select from a file. This is obviously if you have the picture of the person that you are nominating to be the owner of this specific strategic initiative. You can change the name of the person, you can change the role of the person, and now, very importantly, you have a set of columns, each one corresponding to the month of that year that you have selected in the previous page. You have January, February, March, etc., all the way to December. And then in each one of them, you have a table that contains two columns. First is done, which I'll show you in a second, and second is the name of the milestone or task. So for example, let's imagine that I want to add a task here and here. As you start adding them, you see here, it shows you that you have 0% completed. So in January, you're at 0% and you have 0 completed milestones out of 3. Basically what it does is that it counts the number of milestones you have inserted here and how many are completed. And now let's mimic how you'd complete. To complete, it's very simple. You just click here and you select the X, or you can just put an X. And as you start adding them, you see it starts tracking them as well. And you can do exactly this in any of the tables that you see here. And this is really important because what you normally do is that in the beginning of the year, you will create a full plan of all the milestones throughout the year with all the strategic initiatives. And then every month, or even every week if you want, or every quarter if you prefer, you will start adding them as done or not. You can also make changes on the actual milestones or not. Now let's imagine that you reach the end, right? So I'm adding all of them and you want to add an extra one here. Now you can do that very easily. You can just simply click here, you copy, you select on this row here where you want to add the row above, and then you click here, insert copied cells. When you do that, here it is, you can add a new one and you can change to something else. That's very simple. And as you can see, it starts tracking now the number of rows, which currently is 8. If I add a new one, it will show me as 9. You'll see. Here it is. And as I start populating this as done, it will update this as well. Now let me show you how to create the new strategic initiatives, because the file you will download already comes with 3, but if you want to add a 4th one, it's very easy. You simply select this one, and it's very important you select this row here as well, not just these that correspond to the strategic initiative, but the actual one above. You click, you copy, and then you go to the last one, you go one more, so an extra one to the last one, and then you click insert copied cells. And here it is, and you can change the name to, let's say, strategic initiative 4. And that's it. As you start accomplishing the different milestones, you will see the progression at the end of each table, and throughout the year, you can track the accomplishment of the overall roadmap of your team. I hope you enjoyed this file. I see you next time.